Hello, your Alpha team welcomes you to the web session Innovations in the Alpha Content Line, your editorial solution. My name is Rainer Wilbert and I like to guide you and lead you through the innovations we have prepared for you in our application. Together we will talk about three different parts. So we will start with something practical that should reduce your work. Then we will talk about some automatic stuff that prevents work from erasing in the first place, and something beautiful that makes your work more pleasant. So let's start with the comfort functions for users. A cool way to insert whole text block groups can be found in the content editor of the EditorialOrganiser. So if you have a complete block you want to insert, like something which contains already a headline, maybe a body text and something else you need, like maybe a second headline or something like that, so a full block, then it's easy. You can just preset this element and just click on the button you see here, and then you have it completely inserted, which makes it easier for you. And so if you need another element in your content structure, it can be very complex, just as your story requires. Simply click on this previous created group symbol and insert an info block, for example, with everything that belongs to it. And Zack, a whole block of structural elements, guides the content to the place where you want to present it to your readers. One click with a big effect, and you also save yourself many clicks on the way to your goal. Another thing is which eases up your work, which we just implemented because of a tight integration to our PrintLayout tool, so that you now can see, even in your block editor, in your content editor in EditorialOrganiser, you can see the maximum number of lines which are available in your article layout. So that prevents you from just guessing it's the real calculated and found number in your layout in PrintLayout. One thing which might annoy you in the past is that you have little images from your signature coming with an email directly imported in EditorialOrganiser. It might be that you have a couple of hundreds of very small pictures imported as well, which you now can prevent from getting imported by just defining the minimum size of such pictures are valid for your production. So in this case, you just say, for example, a 10K picture is no picture you can produce, so you prevent this picture from being imported, and you just save all these little annoying pictures which are not really usable. Customer-specific holidays for your duty roster is something which was requested in the past, so we just implemented that. So even a Valentine's Day now can be a part of your calendar in your roster, and you can see that maybe this day is a bank holiday or something like that, that you cannot use it for a certain person or a certain group, and you directly can see that in your roster. So of course your regular calendars can be implemented as you know it already, and some specific holidays can also be implemented now. So that is easing up your work as well and makes it more comfortable for you. So we will leave the comfort zone and we will go to the automatic stuff we implemented in our tool. So now we have a look to the automatical processes which you can use in the tool. Let me just start with something which is quite interesting, because in the past you could deplace and change place of a story, even it was a print layout story placed on a page already. So this happened that you try to replace something which regularly you're not allowed to replace. So now we just say, okay, if you want to replace it, we just give you an information. Don't replace it because you cannot replace it. It's placed on a certain page or a certain publication date already. So we just help you in not doing mistakes in here. So the system in the background is controlling a little bit of your work, just to make sure that you are not accidentally trapped into a mistake. In my little video, you can see that simply moving a planned article already creates the right variant of it. A wonderful method to create variants without always having to leave the planning. So regularly, you know that you have to go back into your topic and create a variant of it. In this case, you just drag to the certain channel, and the variant automatically will be created for you. So it's very, very easy for you just to drag to the right place. Of course, you need to know one secret. You have to press the Shift button to make sure that this is happening in the right manner. So you see, it's very easy to do a variant for a different channel, and it is created automatically for you. Something which is working in the background very, very efficient is a new functionality which is mapping the editorial offices and sections and topic folders. So if you remember trying to sort the emails, the incoming emails, into the right topics, it is a lot of manual clicks. You have to open the email, and you right click on it and you say, okay, I want to move it to a certain topic. This can be much easier now, because you got a couple of rules which helps you to automatically move these incoming elements directly into the right topic or department. So just changing department or section helps you to move it into the right folder automatically. So that is very, very easy. It saves a lot of time going through the hundreds of emails you have to prepare for your stories. So that is really a big help, we think. And we hope to get feedback from you if you say this is true and it is helping you. Yeah, and there is something which we had in the past as well, the situation of automatic notifications. You know that. We do that all the time already, so that is nothing new. But in the past, we gave you a notification for your freelancers, for example, getting the information, yes, I'm the one who has to do it. But when you have to assign a task, then we didn't tell the one in first place that he is now losing this order to do something. So in this case, we just send a new notification to the new guy getting the task, but we didn't send a rejection of the task. So this is solved now. Now we are sending notifications to accept. And with the same, you don't have to do something twice. With the same notification, we send automatically the rejection for the other. So it's easier for you just to go forward instead of always looking back and did I tidy up all my tasks in that case? No need, you just go forward and you have everything done by just assigning a new person doing the task you wish. So then we have a couple of display optimisations which really helps you through the daily work, and that is what we call the nice thing, the thing which helps you doing things in a tool good looking. So let me just give you some examples. So you have a user-defined period in the planning table. So you can say, for example, we need an 8 days period or a 5 days period or something which is in between or longer or shorter, which gives you the option to see exactly the period you need for your work. Of course, that is something which can be done by the editors themselves. So in this case, you just set it up and everybody can use it. So that is really helpful, that we are not saying, okay, a week is 5 days or a week is 7 days. No, you can just say a week in our definition is four days. So whatever it is, and if that is your working time and you get the full money, that is even much better. So this is quite handsome to do a good overview and get a good overview on your planning. Yeah, and then a small thing, but an interesting one is that you have the planning tiles, which in the past just covered exactly the time span they needed. So, for example, if you had a 10 hours span from your planning tile, then it lasts and showed you displayed you the 10 hours. Now you can say, okay, yes, we know it is 10 hours because it's written in the tile. So maybe it's easier for you to understand that one planning tile is exactly the width of one section, so one row of your planning table. And that is easier if you think that is tidying up your view as well. Of course, it's your decision. And if you think, no, 10 hours in the width is fine, you can just leave it as it is today. Planning table is something which you see us working at, and you can see that we changed sorting as well. That is very, very helpful. You have a couple of different sorting mechanisms you can use. So in this case, you have the ability to sort on different topics. You can sort exactly what you're looking for. And you see in my little example on the screen that we just do that on the fly. You can just say, okay, I want to see it in this way, and in next minute you want to see it in another way. You can do it for yourself, and it's a preset in your plan. That's fine, but you can change it during using the plan. Also, we tidied up the tiles, so you have the ability to see directly more elements. For example, the status of your element, like your content elements, or for example, the story. Then you can see the status and the content function in the tile. That helps a lot because maybe your content function, your content role is called, let's say, lead article. Then it's good that you know, okay, in your planning tile, you can see already this is the lead article, or this is just the message. So the value of the message you're planning is directly seen in your tiles, and that might help a lot to get a quick and good overview and secure overview on your planning. Yeah, and that was our little show, that you can see that we have made a good progress in different places. So you see us working in the content editor, so the block editor in EditorialOrganiser. And of course, the planning was a big chunk. We changed a lot, and you can believe me, we are working already on the next pieces. So make the most of it, what you have now, and I'm crossing fingers that everything works fine for you. You know, your contact to Alpha, you can see here in written. Just send us an information or call your account manager, and he or she will call you and give you the right information. So take care. Bye-bye.